Good evening. I want to thank the Simmons School of Education and Human Development and its Dean, David Shard, for this award. My congratulations to Nakia Douglas. I just met you this evening. Congratulations to you and the Barack Obama Male Leadership Academy on your fine work. And as well, my congratulations to Raise Your Hand Texas. Congratulations to you both. I'm proud to share this award with you. The word luminary, of course, derives from the Latin, lumen, meaning light. In our world today, when we are so often surrounded by darkness, anything that sheds light is of extreme value. This award is very special, very meaningful to the All-Stars Project, because it comes at a time when the fields of education, after school, youth development, and learning are questioning some of their most closely held assumptions and are undergoing many changes. Our organization was founded 35 years ago as the Community Literacy Research Project. We began by questioning many of the assumptions in those fields, and we've spent the last 3 decades creating both a practice and a science of human development that has put us on the cutting edge of the shifts that are now taking place on a broader scale. For us, the partnership with the Simmons School, the Center on Research and Evaluation, and Dean Shard has meant that we can demonstrate in more significant ways how and why All-Stars works, and we're very grateful for that. In the most basic terms, at the All-Stars, we believe in development. This is the ongoing human capacity, the capacity of human beings to create and recreate our lives, leading to greater fulfillment, achievement, and happiness. Modern education, after school, and learning have focused largely not on development and creativity, but on knowledge acquisition. Practices like teaching to the test and outcomes like our public schools' persistent achievement gap have been the result. And now many in the field of education and youth development are literally crying out that this approach is failing our kids, it's failing our communities, and it's undermining our country's future. Everywhere, experts in education, in economics, in medicine, psychology, youth development are searching for a new methodology to ignite and measure development. All-Stars has created a new methodology, which our co-founder, the late Dr. Fred Newman, described in this way. He said, "At All-Stars, we are not involved in knowledge production. We are engaging development. We are offering development as a supplement to the education process. The education process by itself is not a complete process. Development is a different phenomenon, and it is our hard claim that only with this completion are young people going to grow off of their education. This is a whole aspect that is not being taken care of in our schools. This is why it is critical that we dedicate after-school time to reinitiating and reinvigorating human growth and development in young people's lives, especially in the lives of young people growing up in our poorest and most underserved communities, where opportunities for growth are very scarce. You know, I'm a performer. I'm an actor, singer, theater director. In fact, my first time coming here to Dallas was when I was in my 20s on tour with a Broadway show. And my decades of performance experience have given me a deep appreciation of the relationship between performance and development. At the All-Stars, performance is the tool we employ on stage and off stage, in life. We employ this to help people, all kinds of people, rich and poor, Black, Hispanic, and white, police officers and inner city kids, business leaders and teenagers, to transform how they see each other and how they interact with one another. We are not just an arts program, we're using performance as a building block, as a tool for development. Last year, the Center on Research and Evaluation here at Simmons began working with us to create precision tools of measurement and evaluation for this new field of after-school development, tools that are consistent with this new approach and are focused on how development is understood and manifest. This work is long overdue. Just last week, the Stanford Social Innovation Review published an article called "The Promise and Peril of an Outcomes Mindset," in which they reviewed the 40-year history of how social sector funding based on narrowly defined outcomes has led to very questionable results. Last Sunday, the New York Times featured an op-ed, "How Measurement Fails Us," which discussed how, quote, "the measurement fad has spun out of control in the fields of medicine and education. It recommends that we, quote, tread more lightly on assessing the work of professionals who practice in our most human and sacred fields." In closing, I want to thank Hunter and Stephanie Hunt. Hunter is the chair of our board in Dallas. Thank you both for your extraordinary support for these innovations. I want to acknowledge our Dallas board members who have joined us here tonight, and our staff from the All-Stars Project of Dallas, and our city leader of the All-Stars Project of Dallas, Antoine Joyce, who's here with a number of young people. You're the ones who are going every day and working with kids in our communities. Thank you so much for all that you do. My very special thanks goes to Dean David Chard. You are a rock star. I deeply appreciate your scholarship and your friendship. I had dinner with David and Richard last night, and David suggested I tell you a little bit about my work as a performer. Maybe he said, you could even sing. Now, you know, there was some wine involved, and so perhaps he was kidding, but I thought I'd leave you with a few bars from one of my favorite Tom Waits songs. Sometimes we all need new experiences before we can see. I never saw the morning till I stayed up all night. I never saw the sunshine till you turned out the light. I never saw my hometown till I stayed away too long. I never heard the melody till I needed the song. Thank you so much for this honor.